bitch and that be good.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kiara, and I am back with another video. And as you can tell by the title, this is gonna be a story time. And this is one I ain't gonna say I've been waiting to tell. It was just something that I think about every so often, and I'm like, nah, they ain't gonna want to hear this because it's just whatever. But this story still stay with me. So I ain't gonna ramble too much because I'm trying to make this video under 10 minutes. So so what I finna say? Before I get into it, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Cause I know y'all wanna support your girl. And without further ado, let's get into the story time. Okay, so boom. This story time takes place from late March, mid to late March to May. That's it. So I already got a name. We're gonna name him Mark. And if there's another Mark that I've did a story time about, it ain't the same Mark. It's a different Mark, but we're gonna call him Mark. Mark hit me up on Instagram. Every now and then he'll slide in my DM saying, "Hey, how you doing? You look beautiful, blah blah blah." And I would reply like it was nothing. I remember seeing him and I was like, he look a little too full of himself. Like that's when I first saw him on Instagram, I'm like, oh, he look a little too full of himself. Like he think he big man on campus, which he was supposed to, but it was just like, I don't think they're gonna be, my cup of tea. So I don't know where I remember I was at work. I don't know where I just get a text message. He was like, so when can we start hanging out? Like when can we meet up and hang out or whatever? And I'm like, it's on you, whatever. I'll plan along. And he texted me back. He was like, oh, I'm surprised you even replied. Like that was the first time I've ever had like done that type of approach with somebody. I'm like, okay then, well, now what? So that's when we started talking. We started chit chatting, texting on the phone. I ended up giving him my number. We went off of Instagram, gave him my number. We was texting, chilling. He would tell me about his day. He would, tell me about, his activities and things. And he was real cool. And I would do the same. We was talking about, the generic shit. Like, what do you do? What are your beliefs on this? Like, are you family oriented? Da, 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 da. All this, right? So we was chilling, whatever. And I would say we was about a week and a half into texting. And he was like, I want to see you. Like, I want to see you in person. I was like, okay, cool. So I let him know on my schedule because he works from home. So I was like, okay, then. So we can just schedule for after you, log off or whatever. And when I get off. And I made sure to schedule it like right when I got off. And it had to be close to my job because I'm not going to go home and then come back. It was more like a meetup to officially lay eyes on each other type stuff. So cool, whatever. I end up choosing this boba spot. I was sitting there for about 20, 30 minutes. Then he pull up. He got his. I had already ordered me something, and he came ordered him something, and we sat down. Basically, like I said, the same old generic questions, like but more in depth. He told me he has a son, whatever, and we was just chit chatting it, shooting the crap, just chit chatting until it got dark, and then I was like, okay, well, it was nice talking to you, and I gave him a hug, and then this man went in for a kiss, and I said, ooh. I said, we ain't doing that, and so he walked me out to my car. We said our last little goodbyes or whatever, and like I had like not a firm press on it, but like I was doing this to his chest. I was like, don't try that again. He was like, no, I ain't gonna do that again. And so I get in my car. He said he likes for me to leave first. So that's what I did. I left first. And then he went the opposite direction because I'm like, listen, I mean, you was cool, but I still don't know you like that. I'm not finna have you try to follow me type, you know? And so I went home, that was okay time. Next time we met up, it was at a library because he was talking about how he wanted to take this exam or whatever to possibly um, qualify him for getting a promotion at his job. And I was studying for a exam I need to retake because I failed last time I took it by like 3 points or whatever. And I wanted to study and do all these things and do that. So I called and rented out a space at the library, the local library. I was there for about 15 minutes and then he shows up with his backpack and all these things. Very ready to go. And so he pulled out his laptop, his study material. I just had my phone because like that's how I study. I study on my phone. And we really wasn't doing no studying for real. We was just talking, whatever. And it went and turned into a conversation about his music career. So he is, I guess, a artist, and he was talking about how much money he's paid to, film his music videos and all these things. And I'm like, okay, cool. He has an editing software and all that, whatever, whatever, whatever. So it was cool, whatever. Um, really wasn't nothing going on. Really no flirting, no nothing like that. That was really it. We left. I gave him another hug. He tried to kiss me again. And I said, no. So, boom. That was the second one. Second one, okay. 2 for 2 so far. This third one. I agreed. He made me, every time we met up, it was on my time. I don't know why he couldn't take initiative. I don't know. So third time, I wanted to go to this. It's like a game hall, pool hall situation, and I was like, "Cool, you want to go on a Friday at this time?" He was like, "All right, bet." We meet up. Actually, no, we agreed on 7 o'clock. Here I am. I get off work that Friday afternoon. I'm taking my shower. I'm changing clothes. I'm getting ready, whatever. I text him. And one thing about me, I always text somebody right before the meeting to make sure that the plans are still on so I won't be sitting there looking crazy. So I called him or I text him. I said, hey, we still on? Took him a minute to text me back. I'm like, oh, I thought his clothes off and get in his bed real quick. So I was like, whatever. He text me back and say, we meet at 8, right? I literally sent him back, dot, 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 dot. We agreed on 7. And so he was like, oh, my bad. I took my son out for this because he did good in school, blah, 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 blah. I want to make sure he had a good time. I said, whatever. Cool. But why didn't you communicate that with me? And so now I'm a little irritated because now I'm ready to go. Like, one thing about me, like I like to be prepared. Like, I'm already ready to go. Now I'm in go mode. You can't slow me down type. If you slow me down, now I'm irritated. So now I'm just a little frustrated because I'm like, okay, so when is he gonna come? Type stuff. So I was like, well, I'm just finna head that way because you already done irritated me and whatever, right? So I'm slowly putting my clothes on. I'm basically moving around the house in slow motion now because now I'm not in that much of a time crunch because he was telling me, oh, I'm finna drop him off with whoever he drops his son off with, and I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna head that way. I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna take an hour. Basically, that's gonna take an hour. So, mind you, I called and checked on him at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So yeah, whatever. So I'm driving, taking my time, rolling down the road. I basically and the whole time there, I'm like this mother, and then and I was just upset. 'Cause I'm like, now I have to wait longer to eat because I did not eat. I have a certain time where I eat. Don't judge me. So I'm sitting here. He's now texting me every move he make. I'm home now. I'm finna take a shower. I'm getting out the shower. I'm stopping to get gas. By this time, this man done sent me his location so I can track him. And I'm just like, why are you doing all this? I believe you. I ain't tripping. So here I am just chilling, just sitting here looking like a duck. And I was just like, man, whatever it is, what it is. Like, I knew I shouldn't have, whatever. Next thing I know, here this man comes skirting in the parking lot.